So by now you should be able to create a PowerPoint presentation with text, graphics, and also an appropriate theme. What we're going to do next is click on the Animations tab and add some animations. You might be thinking animations are nothing more than bells and whistles, but that's not necessarily true. They can be actually quite functional and help control the pace of your presentation. Uh, First, we're going to take a look at something that's fairly easy, slide transitions, which is more of a decorative in nature. So if I click on these slides, you'll notice that the no slide transition button is highlighted. If I want to change that, I simply choose a different option, click on another one, choose a different kind of transition, click on the next one that has no transition, add one, click on the next one, add another transition. So, you know, it may be decorative, but it's also very easy. So what we actually want to spend most of our time on is custom animation. So let's click on that, and our custom animation pane should show up on the side. The custom animation pane has a few buttons. We have add effect, remove, and modify effects. So what we're going to do is we have to tell the computer what we want to animate, whether it be the title text box, bullet point text boxes, or the graphics. And as you can see, once I click on any of these objects, the button lights up. So I'm going to actually animate in the bullet points. That's the one that really controls the flow. So click on that, add an effect. I have the option of doing entrance effects, emphasis, exit, or motion paths. And entrance effects are the ones that are the most useful by far. So we're going to add an entrance effect, choose any of these, or click on more effects if you want to try out the others. So I'm going to click on this, and this is the way it works. Normally, when you play the slideshow, you just see everything. So what the students are going to do, they're probably going to look at all your bullet points and write them all down. When you have a custom animations, when you animate in those bullet points, you can control it one at a time. So the first bullet point won't show up until I click my mouse, like that. I can talk about this point at length, and then click, and then talk about my second point at length. So let's take a look at the next kind of slide that has bullet points and also these mini bullet points, these sub-points, I guess I'll call them. I'm going to click on that, add an entrance effect. And as you can see, it says 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Let's see what that means. This shows up, and it's followed by all the other bullet points. If you wanted them to all come in separately, what you're going to have to do is modify it. As you can see, these little mouse icons right next to them, that means you have to click the mouse for it to animate in. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, that means they all come in second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on these other points, click this little drop down, and it says start with previous. So that means that it's starting at the same time as the previous click. What we want to do is either, we want to click on start on click. So right now it says 1, 2, 3. So that'll show up on the third click. Do the same with that, and that, and that. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clicks is what it's going to take to go through this. So 1, talk about the Etruscan monarchy at length. Then I can talk about rapid development and go over each sub-bullet point separately. So go ahead and try this yourself. It's actually quite useful.